What is up, guys, gals, and non binary pals? My name's Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellanea. It is Tuesday, which means it's trivia day. I am just going to keep on going with 90s pop culture trivia because that seems to be the ones where people get the most correct answers. And I came up with some new questions for you. So hopefully you will enjoy yourself. Let me flop down my volume just a little bit, only because I can get a bit loud. um, Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, on Tuesdays, we just sit and have some fun and do some diamond painting and trivia. Hi, Nancy. Um, Nothing too, crazy, special, whatever. Let me go ahead and go through my tools while I'm a sitting here. My little buddy from Mystic Makers, Chroma the dragon, will be hanging out with us right here. Little dude. And then I have a pen here from Diamond Pen Pal. This one is a cousin to the one that will be won on Saturday coming up. It is just yes, they got special permission from Margaret Morales to put Ajasai, the image of Ajasai, into a pen. And they've created one other one for one ultimate winner is going to have the cousin to this beauty. And that will be announced on Saturday. And that'll be officially the end of the event. I've also got inside of my beautiful pen here, I've got in my multi-placer, Satura, the patchouli and hint of lavender from Joy's Putty. And then in my single placer, as usual, it is Ghost from Diamond Painting Daily. You can find Joy's Putty on Facebook. You can find Diamond Painting Daily over on Etsy. I'm going to be using my Kevin's DP pen for a straightening tool today. Look at this beauty. Ooh, special. They're going to be making an event pen for me, or turning an event pen for me before too long. I was waiting for the blank to be released. So this is the one that I have for now. And then I've got a trinket tray here from Flawa Designs from Mary Morales 2024, which, like I said, is ending soon. Ending soon. Means no, sir. Do not. But you can pick this up still at Flawa Designs until the end of this month. And then last but certainly not least, I have a tray here from Muni Made. It's just one of those little trays. We love it. It's got a removable lid. It's just, a nice little thing, and then a removable stopper, pour spout, whatever you want. That's probably Dustin. One moment. Sorry about that. They're extra barky today. Hello, wallflower. How are you? But yeah, they're extra barky today. It's very nice weather. And so, of course, everybody and their brother and mother and sister are out walking because it's beautiful. What's up, Wendy? I think it's like 45 degrees right now, which is warm compared to where it's been. And not complaining. I mean, granted, I've said multiple times, if it's going to be cold, I want snow. And now all the snow's melted. All the snow we had is now melted and gone. It's made Beans extra sad because, he does love to roll around in it and make snow angels, but now everybody's out walking around. And so the dogs think that they need to let us know of every bit of danger that could be out there in the world. My son's gonna turn something on the TV, I think, to help maybe mask some of the sounds outside. I don't know. Can't win for losing. Dustin will be home before too long, and I thought that was him. Nope, just somebody walking on the sidewalk. He'll be home before too long, and he'll take the pups for a walk since it's nice out. How's everybody's week been? You been busy? Did you guys watch the video? I enjoyed that video so much. She was like, "I hope that's okay." I said, "Margaret, it's perfect. What do you mean it's okay?" It was wonderful, and you got to see her working on her newest piece. Um, I'm gonna talk about it in my whip and chat, so I won't talk about it here, but you guys should go check out the title of her newest piece, The Year of the Snake, the one she was working on in Monday's video. Yeah, you should see what she named it. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I found it funny anyways. Um, but yeah, so it's just been semi-normal week for me. And I was like thrown off entirely by not having trivia last week. Like, you get used to doing things in a specific order or whatever. And then when something is thrown off in that order, it's like, what's even going on here? So I was lost for a minute, but I think I'm back on track now. Uh, I've got, let's see. Okay, so on this piece, Down the Rabbit Hole, like I said, I set aside just enough squares so that I could work on this throughout the rest of this week and have the last square to work on, or at least the last few drills or whatever to work on for Saturday's live when I do the prize giveaways. And I'll have um a little bit more time to work on it because I'm not going to be giving away as many prizes. Like there'll be door prizes like there usually are. And then uh, a special prize that I'm setting up for those people who have won no prizes. And then, just the regular little ones, but I don't have like a dozen weekly prizes to give away this time, so I'll actually be able to like diamond paint on Saturday, which will be an interesting change. Eh. But anyways, I hope that you guys are having a good time wherever the heck you are. If you're driving home or if you are just diamond painting along with me. If you're diamond painting along with me, what are you working on right now? What's the sitch? What do you got going? I know that this square is not going to take me 2 hours, so I will probably swap over to a different diamond painting. I don't know which one yet. And then I I have to make some decisions. I've got some canvases coming, and so I'm trying to decide because I just finished The Librarian. If you're on Discord, then you saw pictures of that finished. I just finished The Librarian and I kitted that down already. So I have an open craftmates for another diamond painting, but I don't know what I want to work on next. It's hard. I'm on the last row of LON. Oh, okay. Hi Mel, Melissa, what's up? And how you doing? Yeah, you say yay Barb. My hope is is that Barb will win something, anything. But I've got a few prizes that I set aside for those people who've won no prizes to give them, a better shot at winning something. Barb included, poor Barb. She's somebody said she wants it too bad. I'm like, is that a thing? Is that is that a thing? Like you don't win prizes because you want it too much? Maybe. Maybe that's true. I don't know. I never win anything either. So could be that's true. And maybe that's why I haven't won things in the past. I just want to win too much. I think that as far as prizes and things go, as I'm planning on hosting this event yearly, it'll be interesting because, uh, this first year we had, well, so there's 198 in the Facebook group, but not every person like was actively participating. I would say that we probably had anywhere from like 45 to 70 people, like each week, whatever. But topped out at about 70. The least amount that we had for participation ever was like 45. And that I kind of expected because it was during the holidays and people get busy and do things, whatever. But that being said, I can only imagine as people figure out that the event exists and whatever, that it's only going to get bigger, right? So I'm hoping that people who are participating this very first year, like those are going to be your best chances for prizes. And, I think it's going to be the first year, I think is going to be the best year for some people. And we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that goes. Because maybe I'm overestimating. Maybe it'll only ever be, top out at like 70. Totally fine with me also. As long as people are spending with the sponsors and, you know, not that that's a requirement by any stretch of the imagination, but it's nice, obviously, to spend with the sponsors and, to so we can keep the sponsors coming back every time. I know that, Jeremy from Grateful Pop Blanks, oh, he's so ready to come back next year. He's or this, the end of this year. He's ready for it. He's like, "I can't wait. I've seen some other pieces that I hope are made into diamond paintings." Um, he's now kind of made himself a part of the diamond painting community. He's been working with Candylicious Pens. Uh-oh, stuck my tray to my there we go. He's been working with Candylicious Pens and doing not only some blanks for Heather's artwork, but also working alongside Candylicious Pens for a couple of events. And I'm just super excited for him because he wasn't in a community like that before. So it's just nice. It's nice that he's getting it figured out and really becoming a part. I think as soon as people saw how beautiful his blanks are, it's like, yes, yes, definitely. And if people show him off, and I'd love for him, I'd love for him to get like one of his pens, even a regular writing pen out there for people to see. And because, like my channel isn't humongous. Sure, I've hit my, 1,000 subscribers, about to hit almost 2,000 subscribers, y'all. Shocked, a little shocked. But as the channel grows, whatever, but to have him maybe have one of his beautiful blanks seen and recognized on a larger channel would benefit him even more. I'd love to see his blanks just as popular and as I mean, because one of his blanks when you see it, like it's unmistakable. And so to have him get some other recognition for the beauty of it all is just, would be wonderful. Would be wonderful. Anyways, okay. So you're working on Elowin. Melissa, are you working on any diamond paintings right now? And Wallflower, are you just hanging out? Nancy, what do you got going on? I see there are 9 people in here. So hello to anybody who's in the chat. Just joining. I'm going to start the trivia pretty soon here. I usually just give some time for people to start filing in. So if you're looking for trivia, we will get started very soon. Ooh, the snake. Okay, stop it. A snake? Stop it. That is a Bill Engvall joke for those who are not aware. I only speak in movie quotes or quotes, song lyrics. Like, that's just how I communicate. Don't ask me why, but it is from a Bill Engvall comedy album. Really, Beans? Really, Beans? Really, buddy? Really, buddy? Let's calm it on down, bud. Let's calm it. Nope. Nope. Calm it on down, buddy. Do not start. I don't want to hear it. You can come over here and say hello, but you do not need to start with me. That's what you get with a Pyrenees and everybody deciding to walk around in the nice weather. Ennis went totally dark. Oh, okay. Oh, you're still working. Colorado Celtic Diamond Art. Hi there. Welcome to the chat. Destiny's Garden. Hello. Doing a hedgehog looking at the moon. First time from this UK company and quality is very good. Is that Diamond Art Studios UK? I know that they have a hedgehog image. And the one that I saw is really, really, really cute. But all right. So we've got 90s trivia. All right. I've set aside questions for you. Some might be similar to the past couple of weeks that we've been working on 90s trivia, but I did try to find some at least new ways to ask the same questions. Been following for a while. Oh, thank you, Colorado Celtic Diamond Art. Can you give me a name to call you, or I can call you Colorado? Whatever you want me to call you. And then I will try and remember it because I try to remember people's names so that I have, like, I don't know, something to, because it's fine when I go when I go into somebody's lives and it says House of Miscellanea on my username or whatever, but they'll call me House or they'll call me Miscellanea or whatever. And I'm like, Naomi is fine. You call me whatever you want, I suppose. Vicky. Okay. Thank you, Vicky. And thank you for following. I hope I've kept you at least somewhat amused. Um, yeah, I found different ways basically to ask some of the same questions, or they're just different questions from what I asked before. Because we've done 90s trivia a few different times, but I've found a way to keep it fresh or different from the times before. I don't know. I've just found that like 90s seems to be where most of us hit. You know what I mean? You have a daughter named Naomi? Okay, so usually when I hear my name, it's either like really elderly women, right? Much older than I am. I'm in my mid 40s, almost mid 40s. I'm 44, so I'm almost deep into the fours. But it's either like much older women or wee little babies usually. I don't meet a lot of people my own age with the name Naomi. My father was a is I don't know. Maybe he still is. I don't know. I've talked to the man in ages, but he was a huge Stephen King fan. And my mother wanted something that would sound good with my middle name. Well, Stephen King's daughter's name is Naomi. And so that was what my dad recommended to my mom. And she liked the way that it sounded with my middle name. Do you want to know what my mother wanted to call me? Okay. So my mother wanted my first name to be Amber Jean and then my middle name to be Nadine. Blech. Amber Jean Nadine. No. one, I don't think that I sound like an Amber or an Amberjean, and then Nadine for a bit. Stop it. We already gave me kind of an old lady name, which I enjoy. Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that my name is Naomi because if somebody hollers Naomi at any point, 9 times out of 10 they're probably going to be yelling to me or whatever. So it's nice to have one of those names where somebody's not like Jonathan and like 6 guys turn around. Um but I enjoy my name because I know usually somebody's talking to me. It's very unlikely, although I have heard like the occasional Naomi, and then I'm like, Jesus, what did I do? And then I look around and realize it's a little tiny, 3-year-old getting yelled at. What's my middle name? It's an old lady name. It's an old lady name. And it was my grandma's name, so that's the only reason why I'm okay with the middle name that I have, but it's an old lady name that starts with an E. I'll let you guess it. It sounds like a holiday? I get kind of. Yeah, I sort of, sure. It's similar to that. Hi, Jamie. Sounds like an old lady perfume. Amber Jean Nadine. Yeah, like Jean Nate. Blech. Eleanor. It's not Eleanor. It's it's an old lady name like Eleanor, but it's not Eleanor. On my whip and chat, I will. Yeah, it's very exciting. I have to save some things for my whip and chat, or I won't have anything to talk about. Like, I do have a lot of stories. I just never know what to tell them about in the whip and chats, like what stories to tell. So I usually just catch them up on my week. The plane, maybe, possibly. I did tell a few people about it the other night. Busted your head on Christmas? No, I have not talked about that. Not Edith, not Eloise. You're in the ballpark though. You're definitely in the ballpark. It is spelled sort of similar to that holiday. There's an H at the end. Yep. I don't know why. It's not spelled the way that you think it is. Okay, fair. No, my middle name is Esther. My my grandmother's name was Esther Emily, and my middle name was almost Emily, but I think that Naomi Emily would have been weird. Like, it's just too many. I don't know. It's too like Brittany Becky or whatever. Tiffany Lily. Like, I don't think any of those names would sound good together, but um so she was initially going to try and come up with something that sounded good with Emily, but then my cousin's name is already Emily, and so they went with Esther instead. Esme is a pretty name. I like Esme. But yeah, Esther. That's what I got saddled with, which is okay. Like I said, cuz it's my grandma's name, but I had to think about it. My son was like, "It sounds like a holiday." I'm like, "What holiday? Oh, Easter? Okay, sure, but it's got extra letters and but yeah. So that's the name that I got stuck with, although I definitely prefer my name to Amber Jean Nadine. And I won't tell you my heterosexual life mate's last name because then I'll be doxing everybody. But the last name that my husband has would have also rhymed with Amber Jean and Nadine. So let's say that the last name was uh Dovine or something, okay? His name isn't Dustin Dovine, but let's pretend that it was that, right? Amber Jean Bean. Blech. No, 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 no. That person, that person drives a minivan and has those stickers on the back where it has uh like, the mom and the dad and like the kids stickers, and then like maybe even a dog and a cat, or like three dogs and a cat or whatever, and then has like one of those like signs that says baby on board or whatever, and you really just want to slap them in the back of their head. Probably has a Karen haircut. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that lady is not me. That lady is definitely not me. All right, well then you got to tell me what your old lady middle name is too. What's it start with? See, now if Esther would have been my first name, that probably would have been all right. I could get behind Esther as a first name. But like I said, I definitely have always appreciated the fact that there were never there were never girls with my name that were the same age as I was. Like, if anybody ever said anything about me or whatever, like in the halls at school or whatever, like everybody knew who they were talking about. Oh, that might be Dustin. Yep, Bowie's barking. That's usually Dustin when she barks. Starts with the J. I was just typing baby on board. Yeah. Let's see. Wendy Joe? Wendy let's see. What sounds good with Wendy? What? Wendy Jean? Yes, that's a J. I mean, it could be a G, but a Jean with a G is usually a man's name. Let's see. Wendy. I doubt it would be like Janet, because that that would just be like Wendy Janet doesn't sound right together. I'm just trying to get myself into the head of a parent who's trying to come up with a name to go with Wendy. Wendy Jean. Okay. So see, we almost had the same middle name. Although mine was a hyphenate. So it would have been Amber Jean and then Nadine. Yikes. Just yikes. Yeah. I would not probably get along with that lady. I have a feeling that like she probably she probably has like uh, a book club, and they only read like erotic thrillers. You know what I mean? And they probably also always make sure to get together for like tapas or something on the weekends, because that's what that lady does. Amber Jean Nadine, she probably also um flips coupons like from actual newspapers because she doesn't trust the apps. Yeah. That's what Amber Jean Nadine probably does. And I don't she would probably have a tizzy couch too. Amber Jean, she's she's probably a bit of a she's probably a bit of a prude, and that's why she likes to read erotic fiction, because she's scared of her own sexuality. Like I know this woman. I've met this woman. I do not get along with this woman. This obviously hypothetical woman that I've just made up in my own head. But still, she runs the neighborhood watch. No, yes. Oh, yes. And and she's like um always trying to, like keep an eye on things in the neighborhood. Like she always knows when there's, oh, well, that's not the Johnson's car. I wonder who's over at the Johnson's house. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She like washes dishes at her kitchen sink, but also is like watching cars go by. You know who she is? She's my ex mother in law. Holy shit. We've we've cracked the case. Oh my god, that woman was awful. And she has uh all of these like, like yard art, like folk art in the yard, and one is like uh it's like a bird feeder that repels squirrels because for some reason she just can't get behind the fact that the squirrels are eating all of the seeds, from the birds, like making a huge mess. So she makes sure, and then like, if people are walking their dogs, she'll make it a point to go outside to make sure that they're not letting the dogs poop in her yard because she's that uptight about a dog shit in her yard. Mm-hmm. Telling you, I know this lady. This lady is my ex-mother-in-law. I am describing things that my ex-mother-in-law has legitimately done. And this woman, Amber Jean Nadine, that's what she does. That's what she does, definitely. Like I would put dollars on that. Okay, wait. Where's my next color? Trying to find. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now that we've insulted a person who doesn't exist. Um so anybody whose name out there is Amber Jean Nadine, I'm sorry that you're all those things, but you're all of those things. Sorry that we didn't get along and that we probably never would get along. If I met you, I probably wouldn't like you, and I'm sorry, but it's your fault, not mine. Maybe if you weren't such a kind of a uptight lady, we could probably get along, but you'd be you'd need your tizzy couch all the time around me, lady. That's right. So sorry to any Amber Jean Nadines out there. And hope you can find your tribe, as it were. All right. Let's do some trivias. What do you think? I have set up some questions that I think will be fun, I believe. And if they're not, well, then that's my fault. And I apologize in advance. But let's get into it. I start you off easy, like Tina Turner, okay? And then it gets a little rough. So we're gonna start it off nice and easy. The first question that I have for you is which sitcom features the characters Jerry, George, Elaine, and Kramer? Which sitcom features the characters Jerry, George, Elaine, and Kramer? Start you off real easy. Even I would have known the answer to this one. Well, I wouldn't have known the answer to this one until the last name given. And then I would have been like, oh, yeah, I got it. I got it. Yeah. Oh no, not more Seinfeld. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Some Seinfeld. All right. Next question. Which children's show featured a purple and green dinosaur? Lame questions? You don't like my questions? They're easy questions. Everybody's supposed to know that. Till I get to the harder questions where they don't know the answers. Pick better ones. Ouch. Welcome plus two. Hello, hello. Pick better ones. So rude. Peanut gallery over here. Judging my trivia questions. Come on, stay in there. God. Rude. Why don't you pick better questions? Yes, it's Barney. Which 90s animated film features a young lion prince named Simba? Yes, Ratatouille. That's exactly right. Beauty and the Beast, completely. What you got? Yeah. Amber Jean Nadine to you at +2. Oh no. And that out at me all the time, my whole name. Yes, it was the Lion King. All right. Continuing with the easy questions. Who was the lead singer of the 90s boy band NSYNC? The lead singer of the boy band NSYNC. Don't ask me why it reiterated that it was a 90s boy band. Continue trivia. Do, 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 do. Okay, for the record, it was a solo project thing, right? But I loved, yes, Justin Timberlake. I loved Timberlake's response song to Britney when they broke up and whatever, Cry Me a River. Loved that song. Loved the video too, where he basically had a look-alike of her in the video. I was like, ooh, snaps. And then she started dating Kevin Federline, and everybody went, what? Okay, JC was in NSYNC. I would not call him the lead singer though. The JT, JC, Shazad, whatever. What? Let's see. What? Oh, nope, we're gonna. Yeah. What 90s toy had kids wearing bracelets that they could injure themselves with? What 90s toy had kids wearing different colored bracelets that they could injure themselves with? I might have already kind of given the answer to this question at the early part of the live chat. Man, I don't know what it is with this glue on this one. Very testy stuff. No, I couldn't remember how to spell his name. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, the bird likes egg because she's a weird. She wanted all of my chicken the other night. I was like, get off my chicken, bird. Weird cannibal. No, she must be in need of some protein. It's all right to give her eggs. But that also explains why she's a homicidal bird, too. Yeah, slap bracelets. That's right. Everybody loves slap bracelets. They were basically like um uh measuring tape, but like cut into pieces and then covered up with whatever plasticky wrap that they put around them. Mm-hmm. It's basically all it was. Measuring tape with some fancy decoration on the outside. Whoever came up with those, man, they must have made a mint. They had to have made a whole mint. All right. Next question. Name of the Alien sitcom featuring a furry extraterrestrial living with the Tanner family? What was the name of the Alien sitcom featuring a furry extraterrestrial living with the Tanner family? For bonus points. What did you, damn it? Shut up, Dustin. I hope they didn't hear you. For bonus points, what did he like to eat? What was his favorite food? Hoping you didn't hear Dustin yelling the answer before I asked for the bonus point. Jerk. Oh, Dustin, I broke one of your pots today. Sorry. It was a little one and it didn't have any special plants in it, though. Not gremlins. It was elf. Yes. Finally can listen while I drive to work. Awesome. Yeah, Gremlins wasn't a sitcom, that was just a movie. All right. Next question. What was the name of the 1992 US men's Olympic basketball team? The answer to the last question, sorry, was Elf, and he liked to eat cats. Looks like a pony or something. Yeah. Or a dog. Okay, sure. What was the nickname of the 1992 US men's Olympic basketball team? Yes, y'alls are smart. It was the Dream Team. When I first saw the question, I thought the answer was the Globetrotters, but that was a completely different thing. It's like, no, that doesn't sound right. It was the Dream Team. All right. All right. How to ask this question? What was the name of the animated TV series starring two boys who always needed TP for their bunghole? Some of these questions give you the answer in the question, and so I had to rephrase it. What animated TV series featured two boys who always needed TP for their bungholes? Did not know of a better way to ask that question. Yeah. Yes. Beavis and Butthead. Because originally the question was, what was the name of the animated TV series starring Beavis and Butthead? Like, okay. Let me just give them the answer. Sure. All right. Next question. What was the name of the actress who played the character Buffy in Buffy the Vampire Slayer? The name of the actress who played the main character Buffy in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which after doing 90s trivia, um, I talked Marissa into watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I'm pretty sure I've given her PTSD for the rest of her life. She liked it a whole lot. I hope she's going to start Angel before too long. What you got, guys? Jennifer Love Hewitt. She was in Party of Five. Yes, it was Sarah Michelle Gellar. Now, for bonus points, name the movie that Sarah Michelle Gellar was in, wherein she tongue kisses a girl. Like there was a spittle line and everything after they full on made out in this movie. What was it called? Had everybody clutching their pearls. Sure did. Parents were losing their mind. Fun fact, in this movie, she dated no, wrong. The other lead in it married the male lead. think they're still married to this day, maybe. It was Cruel Intentions, that's right. And then Reese Witherspoon ended up marrying Ryan Phillippe. I don't know if they're still married or not. Last I knew they were, but that doesn't mean anything. I always pay attention to whether or not people get divorced and things. It's something that happens to what, 50% of the population? Might even be more now. But I sure remember that makeout scene in Cruel Intentions where she teaches her the French kiss, and I was like, what? Wow. They're divorced. Ah, must have been true love then. All right, next question. What was the Disney movie, the 90s Disney movie, featuring a cross-dressing warrior? What was the Disney movie featuring a cross-dressing warrior? You must be swift as a coursing river. Michelle Gellar is still married to the guy she met in another movie. Yes, Freddie Prinze Jr. is married to Sarah Michelle Gellar, and they met on the set of Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I'm working on a Jada Gem show called Honor the Masses. And yeah, that song is constantly in my head. And it is from the 90s movie with the cross-dressing warrior called Mulan. I think, it's hard to rank the Renaissance Disney princesses, right? Because, okay, so there was like the first original Disney princesses, Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty. I have no problems figuring that one out. It's definitely Sleeping Beauty, which is my oldest was named Aurora. But as far as like the Renaissance era of Disney princesses, that would be the animated prior to the computer animated, any of those. It's a toss up between I really loved The Little Mermaid. I did. I loved The Little Mermaid. But I also loved Jasmine and Mulan. I mean, like Mulan, I don't know. There's just something to be said for a badass who goes out to fight and honor her family. And the fact that it was based on a true story, like that's pretty cool. Aurora was my favorite too, or Briar. Well, her name was almost Briar Rose, but it didn't go with Emily. And Aurora Emily sounds good together. So, yep, she ended up with Aurora Emily. I gave her my grandmother's middle name for her middle name since I got saddled with my grandma's first name.
Where are your UV?
My UV light is over here. Yeah.
Yeah. Got some marbles.
Oh, so he's
Looking
checking for uranium.
Yeah.
Wow, Bowie. Whatever that was. You guys heading out soon? Okay. You going to your parents after that or before that or during that? What's happening?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't know what that answer was, but thank you. My first tattoo is the Buffy B logo on my right upper arm. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. You love Megara? Okay, I do love Meg. Yes, I also love Meg. But she wasn't exactly like, classical Disney princess. And I guess she kind of raped, but she wasn't a princess. It's sort of like, well, um, six of one, half a dozen of the other. Was Alice from Alice in Wonderland a princess? I mean, people love and revere her as though she was, and according to Kingdom Hearts, the video game, she was kind of a Disney princess, but Oh, good, I think they took Bowie with them, maybe, maybe not. Oh, Bowie got left behind. Poor Bowie. All right, next question. What, uh what popular series of 90s books no, what was the name of the popular series of 90s books written by R.L. Stein? What was the name of the popular series of 90s books written by R.L. Stein? Yeah. Thumbelina is Don Bluth. There were a lot of Don Bluth princesses though, because Swan Princess, which was also one of my absolute favorites. That was a Don Bluth movie. An American Tale was Don Bluth. Land Before Time was Don Bluth. Uh, obviously, Fievel Goes West. Dinosaurs, or was it We're Back? Maybe it was. Maybe it was Dino. Um, that was Don Bluth. Oh, I loved Don Bluth movies. Oh my lord. I saw all of those too. Troll in Central Park was Don Bluth. I don't know, without Googling, I couldn't probably name off any more right off the top of my head. I probably could if I sat here long enough to think about it, but I'd have to like sit here and actually put my brain to work. And that just sounds like somebody else's job. Yes, it was Goosebumps. All right, let's see. What and there are two correct answers to this question. You could name one or the other. What popular hair accessories did people wear in the 90s? There's a couple of right answers to this. What popular hair accessories did people wear in the 90s? I can think of two off the top of my head. No pun intended. Oh man. This this glue specifically on this one is not very gluey, and I don't know why. Plus I keep seeing a hair and I'm trying to figure out where it is. There it is. It's been fighting with me, I tell you. That thing that's like a slap bracelet that makes a bun. Okay, that works too. I was thinking of like either scrunchies or the butterfly clips, but a claw clip, I wore a lot of those too. The other thing that I used to do, okay, this is going to sound more complicated than it actually was. All right, so I would take my hair and I would put it in a ponytail, okay? And then I would take that ponytail. Can I how would I show you how to do this? Well, okay. So like if this is the scrunchie or whatever, and the hair is like this, right? I would do like this, and then I would spread the hair backwards. All right. And then I would take another scrunchie and put it over top of that. So like my hair looked like a um I don't know, like a bread roll or something, and then I would keep layering on scrunchies around the first scrunchie so that it was like this, I don't know, decorative thing at the back of my head. But I would wear layers on layers on layers of scrunchies in my hair. And then, of course, we used to take our hair up at the front and then like twist it and then put butterfly clips in it. Yep. You could either have bangs or no bangs with this look, depending on you know, what sort of look you were going for, because some of us were very, you know, like Britney bangs, and then some of us were very anti-fringe. And so I was heavily in the fringe group. I had bangs. Very, very Uma Thurman. Yeah, those two long bang strands for no reason. I had those too. Yep. And then the ones that like just covered my eyes, my mom hated it. Oh my god, she hated it. All of those look like a sex ed visual. Yes. You saw how bad my glue was? Yeah, seriously. Anyone ever macrame around a tiny braid from the underside of their hair? Oh, no. I did have somebody, you're talking about like with embroidery floss, essentially, like basically made a friendship bracelet, but in your hair. I was because girls would go on vacations or whatever with their parents, and they would come back with like either their hair braided in Mexico, which is completely appropriation. Just put that out there. Um, but then they would also have like these essentially friendship bracelets woven into their hair. And like I can't even braid my own hair. So there's no way I was even going to do something like that. Like it was just not possible. But I was so jealous. Oh, I was jealous. Sickeningly jealous of it. Friend group was obsessed with them. Oh yeah, and my friends, like we would sit around for hours and hours and hours and make friendship bracelets. I always made a lot and gave a lot away. Never really got a lot of them. Mostly because girls are assholes. Let's just be out, you know, like upfront and honest about it. The parents didn't want to pay for it. Yeah, that too. That, but yeah, I always made lots of friendship bracelets and gave lots of friendship bracelets away, but I didn't receive a lot of them because middle schoolers were dicks. I don't know how else to put it, man. It's just facts. We all know it. Kids between the ages of like 11 and 17 basically are just buttholes. That embroidery floss trend is back, but instead they're using tinsel. What? Ew. That's gross. Ewy. Used to put them in my own hair and my friends' hairs. I had a whole little business going. Oh, fancy. All right. Let's see. What was the name of the first Pokemon video game released in the 90's? What was the name of the first Pokemon game released in the 90's? And I think it was for the Game Boy Color. Uh-oh, I hear somebody out there doing something with the door. Yeah, Bowie heard it too. I know, Bowie, I heard it. You back already? Huh? Hello? You guys back already? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, fair enough.
Chloe's freaking out, so I'm gonna.
Take her out.
Yeah.
Take her out the back door, please.
Take her.
Oh, good. It was Pokemon, yes, but what colors? And there's always two. It wasn't Pokemon Go. That didn't come out until the 2000s. Okay, but take her that way, please, so that she's, because otherwise she squeals about it. Like that. Take her by the back door, please. Yeah, she's very excited. Excitement. Yeah, that would be why. That would be why I asked you to take her by the back door. She gets extra excited about going for W's. It was Pokemon Red and Blue. Yeah, Pokemon Red and Blue. All right, next question. What 90s sitcom featured the theme song Everywhere You Look? Everywhere you look. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-dow. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-ba-dow. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a place for somebody who needs you. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, a light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look. Thank you, Togo. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-dow. Okay, that's the best I got for you. What are your answers? Let's see. Yes, it was Full House. I'm happy. I know it was called Pokemon. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I don't know if I would have known the answer to this one, so I'm going to ask you guys. Which show featured a teenage boy who communicated with his computer, Sam, in a secret chat? I would have been stumped on this one. Which show featured a teenage boy who communicated with his computer, Sam, in a secret chat? Sure, give me just a minute. So my son got, he wants me to show you. He got something that's called a BJD doll. That one is more like a figure, but he thought it was. I thought that's what all the things were in the joints.
Yeah, but all
Oh, but this little thing, isn't it cute? Like, I didn't have anything this dang cute. Okay, so it's got the eyes are even, you can pose the eyes, and then like all of the joints move. It's got this cute little like teddy bear hood thing on with a little party hat. And you can change the, can you change the head? Like, or is it always wearing the party hat with the bear thing?
it's always wearing.
It came with the clothes, and then there's a different pair of like feet that you can take off of it. Same with the hands, like you can give her different hands so she's not making like punch you in the face fists or whatever, but really cute. Got a little band-aid on her nose and a band-aid on her arm. Oh, she got a band-aid on her right arm right there. It's very cute. I would wear a little outfit like that. That's adorable. There you go. So you guys don't know the answer to the show either. I didn't either. It's called Smart Guy. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. But what, oh, here we go. What Nickelodeon show featured a girl who could change into different elements? She could become water, she could become, well, she could become liquid, solid, gas. She could become just about any element. Become like basically liquid, uh well, it is liquid. Mercury, she could become whatever, but it was on Nickelodeon. Do you remember what the show was called? Yeah, I wouldn't have known that smart guy one. I never heard of it. Must have skipped my house. But this show, the one that I just asked about, I watched the crap out of that show. I think I like also remember very distinctly that I had a crush on the like main girl. I didn't just I didn't just want to be her, but I definitely wanted to date her. I remember that. What do you think? What do you think, guys? You don't know the answer? Just all of a sudden, all very, very quiet. It was called The Secret Life of Alex Mack. You guys remember that show? And basically, she could like turn into liquid and go underneath doors. And she was like trying to keep the secret from everybody in school. She was in like, I don't know, I think she was in middle school, pretty sure, or she was like freshman year of high school, younger girl. It was called The Secret Life of Alex Mack. Yeah, Melissa Rose knows. But yeah, I wanted to be her and I wanted to date her. I remember that very distinctly, thinking that the girl was very, very cute. Only caught it once. I was very much a Nickelodeon kid, like very much a Nickelodeon kid. All right, let's see. Next question. Yes, that's her name. Larissa Olniak. Olinik, however you say it. Olnick. I don't know what she looks like now. I'm afraid to go look, but I'm afraid because she's either going to be really, really, really attractive still or and look way better than I do at our same age, or she will have aged very poorly and I will be very, very sad. I guess I will just keep her as my little teenage dream and never ever look. That sounds like a better idea. So I don't have to be disappointed and feel old. All right, let's see. What was the name of the orange soda obsessed character that worked at Good Burger? Was also on a TV show. He was an orange soda obsessed character and worked at Good Burger. She was still cute in 10 Things I Hate About You. Yeah. Oh, she's Canadian. Okay. Okay. Canadians have such good looking people. I am also a massive, massive fan of one of your other Canadian exports, Ryan Reynolds. That's my boyfriend. I will fight anybody who would like to challenge. I think probably because he's one of my very few hall passes. There are only a few that I've straight up told Dustin, like, if they were to pop over and just be like, hey, I'm gonna marry you and take you away from this place, I'd be like, bye, Dustin. It's been a great 20 years. Later. I love a man who has or a woman who has a fantastic sense of humor, and Ryan Reynolds is just hilarious. Ryan Gosling. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes. It's Kel from Keenan and Kel. He was obsessed with orange soda and he said, welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? All right, let's see. Let's see. What cereal brand's slogan was kid tested, mother approved? What cereal brand slogan was kid tested, mother approved, and tasted like sugary cardboard, in my opinion? It was okay. I mean, like, as an adult, I would probably turn to this cereal and go, "Oh, it's pretty good." But I also ate, like, grape nuts when I was younger, you know? I loved me some grape nuts. So, I subsisted mainly on cereal when I was younger. Like, my mom could not get me to eat any other foods, and so she took me to the pediatrician. She was, like, concerned because I wouldn't eat anything except cereal. And the pediatrician was like, "Well, like, what kinds of cereals is she eating?" It was like Frosted Mini Wheats or, grape nuts or whatever. Not heavy sugary cereals, not like, Lucky Charms or Fruity Pebbles or whatever. It was always fairly healthy type breakfast cereals. And he's like, "Nope, she's fine. She's just skinny, well fed. She's getting what she needs off of those." And so my mom just basically let me eat nothing but cereal. You ate grape nuts too? Yeah. What's up, Michelle? Listening while you drive. Thank you for tuning in. I gotta fix my multiplacer. It keeps popping out. Put a new put some new washi on it. Um, and I can show people who might not know how to do it. So let me pick our next question. It was Kix cereal that was kid tested, mother approved. Um, Next question. Who played the masked protagonist in the 1994 movie The Mask? Who played the masked protagonist in the 1994 movie The Mask? Was the actor's name, not the character's name. So right now I'm taking the old washi tape that's kind of collected up around on this multiplacer off of the multiplacer, and then I've got to get it out of the pen here. So I just sort of grab as much as I can get and swirl it around until I can get it to like let go a little bit. There we go. There we go. Got our washi lump out of there. And then I found that the Jaded Gem Shop Jade Shade Washi tape is like the perfect size when it comes to multiplacer. Because I don't really use it on the edges of my diamond paintings unless, it matches the diamond painting that I'm working on. So, but it's like the perfect size for these DAC multiplacers. So I do use it when I am trying to tighten up the grip on my multiplacer. And then what I do is I have a multi-tool. I love this thing, you guys. Like, highly recommend if you don't have something like this that you pick something like this up. I have this one, and then I think I still have my black one, my black set that I bought in my purse. Usually keep one here, and then I take one with me, or maybe it might be in my backpack. Yeah, it's probably in my backpack. But I always try to take a set, like a multi-tool with me. And like screwdriver, it's got, different things on that side. And then it's got, like a file and knives and whatever on this side. But then when you pop it open, it becomes a pair of pliers that also have like a wire cutter on there. And I take these and I use them and I hold on to the multiplacer. Push the multiplacer. I push the I push the resin against the pliers rather than like pushing the multiplacer into the resin, I push the resin against the multiplacer because that way I know, like, I'm not gonna do any damage to it. But that's how you do your washi trick on your multiplacers. But I love having a multi-tool around. It's amazing. Yes, the actor who played the protagonist in the movie The Mask was Jim Carrey. What was the name of the villain in the Power Rangers? What was the name of the main villain in the Power Rangers? Love this name, by the way. Such a great villain name. Very, very imaginative. And I didn't watch the Power Rangers, but my younger sibling did. Loved the Power Rangers. I personally was just, I think I was like too old, really, or maybe I wasn't, but it wasn't for me, you know? It was like not my bag. But yeah, so I have exactly the right number of squares left in here. So like I've got a square here for a whip and chat. I've got Thursdays live and then Saturdays live, and that's it. That's all this diamond painting. Just enough squares for the things I need them for, the videos I need them for, and lives. And then I'm like, meh. So I'm not allowed to touch this thing except for the things that I have planned, which is driving me nuts to know that I could have this thing finished already and put into the accomplishments for the year, but I'm not allowed to do that yet. It's making me nuts. Come on, you guys don't know the name of the main villain in the Power Rangers. It was Rita Repulsa. Love that name. Such a great villain name. Rita. Love that character too. She was pretty awesome. Okay, let's get our next color and then I will find our question. Okay. Which actress played the lead role of Cher? The character's name was Cher in the movie Clueless. What actress played the lead role as Cher in the movie Clueless? Oh, I know who else I thought was really, really gorgeous, especially in the 90's. Claire Forlani. Oh my God. What a beautiful woman. And who was in, what was the name of the actress with the kind of like high pitched ish voice in Chasing Amy? The blonde? Also incredibly good looking. Did have huge crushes on both of them. But that's more like for those of you who enjoyed like Mallrat and Kevin Smith movies. That started your love of Paul Rudd. Mm-hmm. Paul Rudd has aged like just a fine scotch. Absolutely. Totally agree. Paul Rudd is also a beautiful man. Yes, it was Alicia Silverstone played the character Cher in the movie Clueless. And yes, Paul Rudd also nummy. I think even Dustin has a crush on Paul Rudd. Like I don't know a man who doesn't. And if they say they don't, they're liars. They're just dirty, dirty liars. It's like, don't lie. You know you like Paul Rudd. Everybody likes Paul Rudd because he's funny and he's good looking and he's charming. It's like, we'll be fighting over Paul Rudd. She said, I can take you, Wendy. As long as you guys leave me Ryan Reynolds and Jason Momoa, like we can remain friends. But I will fight somebody for those two, definitely. The other person that was on my list right now is kind of in the doghouse for me, but that one I'll keep to myself just for reasons. But yeah, I would definitely I would go into an MMA cage for Jason Momoa and Ryan Reynolds. Claire Forlani is still pretty. She's in the TV show Cruel Intentions on Prime. I didn't know it was a TV show. I'll have to check that out because, yeah, gorgeous woman. Paul Rudd is an actor to have lunch with. Well, I don't know how much luncheon you'll be doing, but if that's what the kids are calling it these days, an actor you'd like to lunch, a dill, a dad I'd like to lunch. All right, last two drills on this one, and then I got to something else. I'll let. Ooh, oh, geez, did you? That was close. I'll let. This is exactly why I can't have trays with drills all over. This, I would lose everything. It would be bad news. Okay, we got our square done. So let's find something else to diamond paint. Love me some Timothy. Ooh, Timothy Chalamet. He's good looking too. Yeah, Ben Affleck. Oh yeah, yep. Not now, but I can't have both Jason and Ryan. Oh, you would make me pick. I'll think. I'll sleep on it. I'll have to sleep on that. I don't know. I don't know. I would. I'm gonna have to give that some serious thought. Hmm. Okay. I'll have to get back to you on that one because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That'd be hard. Um. Okay. Where were we at? Yeah, Alicia Silverstone. Okay. What what TV show popularized the catchphrase, "Did I do that?" What TV show popularized the catchphrase, "Did I do that?" Oh, bumped. Did I what? Might have. I might have asked that one last time. Okay. This beauty, hang her up. No more working on her because I can't, I'm not allowed. So I will let you pick. What I work on for the rest of the live. Okay, so here's what I've got. I'll show you the pictures and then you can help me pick what to work on for the rest of the live. Yes, it was Family Matters. You're claiming Jensen Ackles? Okay, I'll let you. Okay, so what I have, let's see. I can work on, all right, I can work on Teddy Bear from Dreamer Designs. I can work on, let's see, Unicorn Girl by Jeremiah Kettner. I can work on Azalea by Julia Speary from the one with the diamond art. Or I can work on Honor the Masses from Jaded Gem Shop. What do you guys think? What do you want to see? I'll flip back through them. I've got Honor the Masses. I've got Azalea, little mermaid girl. Hi, Kawaii Mama. I've got Unicorn Girl, Kettner. Or I've got Teddy Bear by Curtis Reikovich. You guys have a preference on what you would like to see? Honor. We have one vote for Honor the Masses. Oh man, you're both taking Michelle? Uh-oh. We have a vote for Unicorn Girl. And you all got the right answer. It was Family Matters. Teddy Bear. Okay, everybody's voting for something different. I haven't, okay, if it helps at all, the one that I haven't put diamonds on in the longest is probably Teddy Bear from Dreamer Design. Not for any other reason other than I just haven't, I've been working on other things. Oh, I know why also, because my drills are in my 420 art dot container and it takes up a lot of space, but I'm fine with whatever. Yeah, y'all are no help. Everybody picked something different. Okay. Let's go with Honor the Masses. Just because she's the one I have the least amount of work done on right now. Because even the Julia Speary, I guess the Julia one is about the same. All right, we'll just go with Honor the Masses because she's also small. Look at her. Look at her from Jaded Gem Shop. Oh, she's pretty. Here, I'm going to lift you up a little bit. Oh, I don't have to lift you up. I know what I can do. I'll show you the whole thing. Hold on a second. I can set my frame to ultra wide. It's a little dark, so let me turn it up some. And you can see it better. There we go. This is Honor the Masses by Jaded Gem Shop. Obviously, it's meant to be Mulan. And then this is the work that I have done on it already. And when you compare it against the concept art that it is compared to, she looks so good. I mean, granted, when you're up right on top of it, obviously it looks more pixelated than it does in the far off, but like this is the concept image right here. And then that's the piece. And I honestly think that it looks really good. Like, yeah, it's a little maybe greener in this than it is in this, but I like that. I actually like that it's greener. But I think she looks great. She looks great. And I'm kind of love her. All right, let me turn this back down a little bit before I switch over. Just want to go blind in ya. All right. Cool. Perfect. One day I'll get a canvas from Jaded Gem Shop. Hawaii Mama, if you are on Discord, send me a message because we might be able to figure something out. I know someone who is destashing a bunch of Jaded Gem Shops for really, really cheap. Like really, really cheap. Like I think for Honor the Masses, I think I paid $50, which is nothing compared to what this would have cost at Jaded Gem Shop. And then we have Jaded Gemboree that's coming up in what, April, May, I think. And so as far as I know, people in the Discord were planning a DP along at least. Maybe not necessarily to be in the event, but to do a Jaded Gem Shop piece for those months, even if you don't want to do the event proper. So, yeah, I got 2 votes for Unicorn Girl. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. Okay, I can do Unicorn Girl. That's fine. All right. Well, then let me put honor the masses away. Put her back where she goes, and I'll pull down Unicorn Girl because I'm the closest to finishing that one out of the rest of my canvases. Closest to finishing her, which, you know, if I work it correctly, I could finish her before the end of the month because I've only got 2 rows. And this one isn't actually like a full row up here. It's like 3/4 of a row and then a square and a half over here. So I had started working on her a little bit before the live, and I do really like this piece. She's just pretty. Haven't made a purchase from Dreamer Designs yet. Supposed to be on a no buy, but Patty enabled me. Isn't that just how it goes? Our friends, they enable us to do bad things. All right, let me move you over here. Oop, there we go. Moving stuff. Trying to put you in the right spot. There we go. And turn the light down. A little too bright up in here. So let me bring you down a little. There. That looks better. A little less bright in your face. This weekend, my boyfriend. Oh. Oh no. Well, hopefully everything's okay. Hitting deer, man, that's no joke, you know? I feel like those deer, man, they're just out to get people. They're like, what's the easiest way to do damage? Because most of the time they freaking survive car accidents. It's craziness. And this one also, I'm using an Art Dot Tic Tac container. And, you know, whatever, it is what it is. It's fine. I'm going to use it. But my no-buy has been blown to bits. I lost my resolve for Dak Year of the Snake. Yeah. Also got too many. Maybe join the March event with Messy Girl. See how all this YouTube content influences us. Yeah. I did see that there was going to be that minis event with what is it, Messy Girl Crafts, Courtney and Michaela and Kara and whatnot. And then I saw how many people were already in that Facebook group. And I was like, well, there goes anybody's chance at prizes. I mean, granted, that's bound to happen when you've got like 4 people announcing it on all of their channels. But I do love the idea of a minis event because, you know, I still have a couple of mini sets that I haven't touched yet that would qualify, but yeah. And as long as people are having fun, I feel like sometimes if you're in it for the prizes, then, you know, 1, it seems like you're less likely to win them. And then 2, you know, maybe you're not having as much fun as you could do if you're just so focused on what you might win. But fine, but the car needed to be replaced. Ooh. Oh, Bonnie, you like my those are from Bee's Crafty Corners, and they're like basically I have one of like every style that she makes of the holographic in the background. So like this one has stars. This one is just plain glossy with no stuff on it, but then like this one is, I think it's called Broken Glass, and then this one is Mosaic, this one is Spirals. They all have different holographic in them. I also have this one is matte. The butterfly one is just matte. No, no high gloss on that one. Really have enjoyed these release papers from Bee's Crafty Corners. She's located in Canada, but has some really fantastic designs. There's the other place is Lowena's Designs, and I enjoy both. But Lowena's makes papers that are like 6 by 3, 6 by 4, something. Sabrina's an hour from you. Oh wow. But yeah, so if you're looking, These Crafty Corners is, well, definitely on Facebook. I can tell you that. But this is her logo, These Crafty Corner. And then if you've got a phone and an Etsy store, so there's the Etsy store, and then there's the VIP Facebook group. But yeah, you're looking for Bee's Crafty Corner. That's where the release papers are from. And I love, she puts them in like this sort of a thing here. Now, what I got was a mystery set. So what she does with the mystery pack, she puts like, here's what's in your mystery pack, and then it has the name of the pattern and then the paper used. And you don't have to do like one of everything. That just happened to be for the event. She wanted me to show off like as many different types as I could. Kind of get the, the right amount of bang for the buck sort of thing for sponsoring. And, if you're doing a mystery, she can just pick out the ones that, you give her some ideas on what you like, things out based on those things. But yeah, you can get, I think up to 24, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 32. I forget how large the packs are, but I love that they're 4x4s. I love it. And I mean, like, they're just all different kinds. Like this one is Sagittarius for zodiac. She has every zodiac. Need to get more Bees Crafty release paper. Love all the different designs. What's my favorite design? Well, I like, unless you mean between like Lowena's versus Bees, and I like them for different reasons. I like Bees for one reason, and then I like Lowena for a different reason. I love the 4x4 size. Absolutely love the 4x4 size. I'm not having any issues really with delamination on these unless I axe corners. There were a couple of them where for whatever reason, like you can kind of see it's maybe you can kind of see. Let me try that. See where the edge kind of frays a little bit, and that causes some delam, or like even the corners, the way that the corners are curled up a little bit, and sometimes the non-stick thing will stick down and then you accidentally pull apart the top from the bottom. It's not great. But as far as design goes, ooh, okay. I like this one. I think the best. It's called Blue. What is this one called? I think it's Blue Witchcraft. Blue Witchy Artifact. I really like this one. The Blue Witchy Artifact. And then this is in the mosaic style, and you can pick anything. Like you could have stars, or you could have, whatever kind of holographic you want on it. But I really like this one. So yeah, it feels like if you use these enough times, then they're going to delaminate, and I don't love that. but I like the size. And then with Lowena's, I think people were also having issues with delamination after using them because they're thinner. Like Crafty Corners ones, like these are thick. They're really nice and thick, and I enjoy that about them. Now, I love this, like the way that she has these packaged for Lowena's, but I enjoy I enjoy the fact that one, these are expensive over on Lowena's designs. Um, but if you're not careful with the way that you take them off of the canvas, you can end up with delamination on these as well, where you get fraying on the corners or whatever. And I really kind of like the size. Like if I'm doing something that's really color blocky, something this size is okay. But you can get other sizes, I feel like, from Lowena's. These ones are a little like they're still thick, but they're not quite as thick. They're a little flimsier, I feel like. These Crafty Corners ones, which are more like a cardstock. Whereas this is more like just, you know, vinyl side on one side paper or wax, whatever you call that. But you can see how you can see through it. Whereas the Bees Crafty Corners, like it's pretty thick in comparison, like looking through it. Like you can really see through this one, whereas this one it's pretty thick. Um, this was a design that I did all these designs, and so like I am a little bit partial to designs that I created, you know. But what can you do, right? Um, but I did love the fact that these were something that I made, you know. Uh, but it just depends on what you're going for. If you like, you know, if you like bigger sized ones or and a little less expensive, or if you want to go with something that is the, standard 4x4 size and a little bit maybe I don't want to say better quality because it's not necessarily quality, it's just but it is kind of a little bit of a quality thing. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. And then Lowena's is in the US and Bees is in Canada. So that also, if that makes a difference to you, uh, you know, there is that element as well. But all right, let's see what we got here. I've got another 15 minutes. So let me come up with some more questions for you. The last answer was fantastic. I don't remember if I said that. Um, okay, here we go. I always get which boy band released the hit song I Want It That Way? Which boy band released the song I Want It That Way? This one probably would have tripped me up because I didn't really know all the names of the boy bands. I didn't listen to boy bands. I mean, like I would catch it peripherally on on the radio or whatever, but I didn't actively like go out of my way to listen to boy bands. I was very much into the grunge scene and like new pop and new punk and um especially, like gothy 80s like Sister C, um and even goth, like newer goth, like Typo Negative or um I mean even to a certain extent like 9 Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson. I listened to a lot of different music. I enjoy any kind of music really if it has a good beat, if it has a good tune. But I didn't like really go out of my way to listen to boy bands. So I probably would have been stumped on this question. What do we got? And me too, but New Kids on the Block. Oh, you missed the question. The question was let me see. Which boy band released the hit song I Want It That Way? I know the song, like I could sing the song, but could I have told you without looking who sang it? Probably not. That I likely could not do. Do 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 do. There we go. All right. Did you get it, Michelle? Yeah, Backstreet Boys. Yeah, Smashing Pumpkins, definitely. Definitely loved and Butthole Surfers. Yes, that was the name of a band. Foo Fighters, Nirvana, I mean, you name it. I was very much like the alt stations were very much my jam. There was there was nothing that the alt station could do wrong for me. But I listened to like pop stations too, like in the weekly top 40s. Rick D's in the weekly top 40. Yeah. Yeah, I tuned in every weekend. But that being said, I also really enjoyed my alt stations. Okay. What 90s movie features a young girl with telekinetic powers? What 90s movie features a young girl with telekinetic powers? I'll give you a further hint just in case. It featured a character named Miss Trunchable. What you got? What you got? Take New Kids on the Block over Jensen. Oh, that might be fighting words. Did you see them in Toronto last summer, Mel? Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, isn't it Trunchbull? Miss Trunchbull? However they pronounce it. Yeah, the movie was Matilda with that cute little girl that was also in Mrs. Doubtfire, the littlest daughter in Mrs. Doubtfire, which she was just not cute. She had a little lisp, too freaking cute. Too freaking cute. Especially the line in Mrs. Doubtfire where that particular little actress, she's like, diarrhea forever. And then she says to Robin Williams, why would you want mommy to die? I'm like, oh, poor girl. Diarrhea forever. They're talking about dysentery. Mm-hmm. Yeah. On New Kids on the Block like 6 or 7 years ago with my ironically Backstreet Boys. We were in the second row and all I could think was gross. We can see them sweating. Oh my God, that's funny. Too funny. All right. let's see. Which album by Nirvana was released in 1991 and included the song Smells Like Teen Spirit? What was the name of that 1991 album by Nirvana? And the cover of the album featured a baby floating in a swimming pool. I love there's this like little meme or whatever where it's talking about misheard song lyrics. And of course, that one in particular uh has a lot of really funny like misheard lyrics to it. I want to see them in Vegas. Oh. Can you technically call yourself a boy? Like if you're in your 50s or whatever? Are you still a Backstreet Boy at that point? Or are you a Backstreet Man? Because I kind of feel like you sort of lose your boy title. I mean, yes, you're still obviously a boy, but you know what I mean. I think you got to graduate to men at that point. I mean, like boys to men, they went from boys to men, right? So why not Backstreet Boys? You Backstreet dudes. Backstreet Bros. Yes, no. Backdoor Man. Oh, the one with the baby floating in the pool. Don't know the name. It is Nevermind. Yes. Yes. The name of that album was Nevermind. Okay. Well, that's way too easy. Which basketball player starred in the 1996 movie Space Jam? Which basketball player featured in the 1990s or starred, excuse me, featured whatever, in the 1996 movie Space Jam? What you got? What you got? Do, 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 do. Mm, yeah. Glad that my ghost is still working pretty well in my single placer because my putty is not fresh enough and dry enough to want to not eat up all my one of my favorite albums. I've owned it in 3 different formats. Yeah, same. Jamie's cheating. Yes, it was Michael Jordan who voiced Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story. Which actor voice acted for Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story? Um, see if it'll let me well, see if it'll let me multi-place a couple more of these. The voice of Buzz Lightyear Tim the Toolman Taylor. Yes, I will accept that. I will accept that as an answer. Because it was Tim Allen who also played Tim the Toolman Taylor on Home Improvement. Oh man, Home Improvement. I used to have such a crush on Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I remember having a crush on Jonathan Taylor Thomas and then what's his name? Devin Sawa. He was the kid who played Casper the Friendly Ghost, but like when he was in real boy form. Yep. Did enjoy a lot. Devin Sawa. All right. Some of these ABs are just being like, nah. Don't even ask me to, because I'm not gonna. What happened to Devin Sawa? I'm not sure. Not sure what happened to Devin Sawa. But if I Google him, it's a sad facsimile to the way he looks in my brain from when we were all 12 years old or whatever. Let's see. All right. That one was Tim Allen. And then let's see. I think we can do a couple more questions. What? All right, let's see. What was the name of the club where, or restaurant, whatever the heck it was, where the gang hung out, gang of kids, that is, hung out on Saved by the Bell? You got it? What was the name of the club or the restaurant, whatever it was, where the cast, the gang, whatever you want to call them, hung out in Saved by the Bell? You remember what that little place was called? Little restaurant they hung out in? I would have had a hard time with this one too. Like as soon as someone told me the answer, I'd be like, oh my God, yes, that's the answer. Ask me to remember it on my own. That'd be a little hit or miss. That would be maybe I get it, maybe I don't. It was nope, not Surfside, not Bayside. It was called the Max. Place where they hung out. It was called the Max. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. Thought it was a diner, but no clue on the name. It might have been a diner situation. They called it a club in the question. I'm not really sure, but it's called the Max. I remember the place where they used to hang out in Beverly Hills 90210. How about that one? Can you guys name that one? It was the hangout place in Beverly Hills 90210. And then for other extra bonus points, what was the name of the hangout, the club, because it really was a club in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So, what was the one for 90210? And then what was the one for Buffy the Vampire Slayer? And that'll be our last question. Melissa, you're close. I'm just observing today, first time. This is such a cute game for a live. Oh, thank you, Queen of Diamonds. Lisa, right? I hope I didn't just mess that all up. Yeah, I do this on Tuesdays. Just do trivia, just for shits and giggles. We hang out, we do trivia. It's a good time. Sometimes it's not a good time. Sometimes it's a flop and it doesn't work out very well. And then sometimes I do usually on the last Tuesday of the month, I would normally do my like tutorial Tuesday or whatever, where if people have questions, I show them how to do stuff. Jenna. Oh, Jenna. All right. Sorry, Jenna. I will remember that now. All right. So in 90210, it was the Peach Pit. You were close. It was the Peach Pit. And then in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it was the Bronze. Yeah. Yep, Jamie got it. Congratulations, Jamie. You done good. All right, guys. Well, since the questions are made up and the points don't matter, just like whose line is it anyways, you can total up your own points if you'd like to. If you have any suggestions for future trivias that you want us to do, please let me know by, just saying straight up, let's do this one next time or whatever. Otherwise, I end up picking it and maybe it's good, maybe it's not. So if there is a type of trivia that you guys like to move on to, since we've done 90s trivia for a while, but like I said, it ends up being in most of our wheelhouses. And yeah, we can most of us remember the 90s well enough. That being said, if you have any ideas, definitely feel free to share them in the live comments or via message or email. All of my information is down in the description, including the link to the House of Miscellanea Discord. After all the lives, actually, if you're not familiar with how the lives work, after the lives, we go into the House of Miscellanea Discord and we go into voice chat where, yes, I'm in the voice chat, but everybody's chatting, not just me. And we diamond paint, we cut up, we stay up way too late and have fun talking about just random stuff. So we call that Discord After Dark. If you guys want to join me for Discord After Dark, please feel free to join the Discord. Let me get a link just for the chat people really quick, so that if you would like to come and join us, you can. Here we go. Copy that. And there we go. Blam. If you'd like to join the Discord, you can do so for free. It does not cost you anything at all. You are welcome to come in and Discord After Dark voice chat with us. If you don't know what you're doing in Discord, literally post on anything you see, hey, I'm lost and I need some help, and somebody will help answer questions and get you where you need to go. Otherwise, that's it for today, y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me and playing trivia and keeping me company. Hopefully, I will see you in the Discord chat. If not, I will see you the next time I see you. As ever, you guys, I hope that wherever you are in this great, big, beautiful world of ours, that you are having a phenomenal morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, or wherever you are. All right, I'll see you again really, really, really soon. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Be good, guys. See you later.